Coming to you all the way from Norfolk, Virginia, Go On Podcast presents The Sexperts.
Beep, 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 beep. Turn on your computer, dial up the web, download some information into your head. It's Dr. John and Delilah, they're having a great time. Data to do, it's simply true, we're the Sexperts.
And we're recording, and intro music, and hi there, welcome to The Sexperts. I'm your host, Dr. John T. Alanese, SCPM.
And I'm Delilah Haydair, corporate graffiti artist and fellow sexpert.
Yeah,
Oi,
I'm glad.
I'm Dmitry.
Oh wait, our guest, he's called in right now. He's in a different time zone. We'll get to you in a little bit, Dmitry. Hang in there, Dmitry. We're gonna introduce the show.
Okay.
We are your Sexperts, and we're coming to you live every week from a different location with a different topic. I'm in my bunker. I'm a high stakes person, high risk person. I have a lot of things going on. My wife is in an iron lung. If she got COVID, she'd be dead as a doornail. So, but where are you right now, Delilah?
I am outside of a metro stop in Chicago. I'm about to paint the logo of KFC.
So you're like Banksy, but a corporate shill. Is that kind of what I'm getting from you?
Yeah, I mean, I got to make a living, but I'm also a hell of a graffiti artist. So companies hire me to spray paint their logos on, illegally.
Who's been your top dollar highest bidder?
Well, I painted 3 Adidas stripes on the face of Lady Liberty. They didn't last very long before the Park Service painted over it.
Wow. Well, wait, 3 stripes on Lady Liberty's face?
For Adidas, yes.
For Adidas, okay. Okay, well, congratulations. That's a big project. All right, let's...
Next month, I'm doing a Puma swoop on the White House.
What?
That'll make it...
What is Puma swoop?
Dmitry, you gotta hang tight, Dmitry. Dmitry's at a fish market or something. It's a very noisy crowd there. Okay, let's talk about the Sexperts. We are your Sexperts. We've been sexperting for over 75 years, mostly in the Hampton Roads area, but we're podcasting all over the world. We have different topics every week. This week is a fascinating one. I think everybody's really down in the dumps about, the pandemic and COVID and all this sort of stuff. But we're going to brighten your day because the topic of the week is, you gotta be convicting me! You gotta be convicting me! 101 sex jokes, and we're gonna go all through 101, hopefully within the 20 minutes. If not, let's get through all 100. But before we...
At least the setups. Maybe we'll have to do some punchlines on the website.
Yeah, maybe the punchlines we'll put on Twitter. Okay, but he's excited to be here. Let's get to our guest. He's going to help us talk all about you gotta be convicting me. Welcome, Dmitry. Hello.
Hello.
Dmitry.
I'm Dmitry.
That's
Hello.
Right. You are Dmitry. Introduce yourself to our audience and tell them what you're all about.
So, my name Dmitry Kovalev. I live in Reseda by Encino, and I do Russia math school.
Okay, I think everything was very clear except for Russia math school. Is that a math school for Russians? Is that mathematicians who want to be Russia? How does that work?
It's Russian-style math.
Okay, further follow-up question. What is that?
Russian style of math is the best math. It's the most accurate math. Best math.
Wow. I went through grade school in America, and they said that their math was the best, so I don't know who to believe at this point.
They're wrong. Russian math is like, the chess moves. We always win the chess game because of Russian math.
That makes sense. Yeah, Kasparov. He's one of my personal heroes. Not for the whole chess thing. I like his politics. He's also...
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know about that one.
Are you more of a Putin guy?
I'm a Dmitry Kovalev kind of guy.
Oh.
That's who I'm rooting for in this one.
So in a chess match versus Putin, you're going to put yourself at number 1. In a chess match versus Kasparov, you're going to put yourself at number 1. I'm all about it.
That's right. And then they would be fighting for 2 and 3.
I love it. Delilah, are you familiar with the Russia maths?
No, but in the 80s, I was hired by the Soviet Union to paint a hammer and a sickle on the Eiffel Tower, but not the one in France, the one in Las Vegas.
So you've been doing this shit for a while, I guess.
Yeah, for a while it was just a side business, summer work, you know.
Okay.
It's seasonal, but now I'm trying to go full time.
Great. Let's super.
Do you get to do the propaganda one? Like,
I'm not one to judge whether it's propaganda or not. I just get the assignment and I go paint it.
Like a drink Coke. That is a good one.
You're fans of drink Coke, Dmitry. I like that. So who are your idols in Russian math besides yourself? I know. Who do you like?
Well, there's so many. Where to start? There was a guy named Mikhail Mutante. He was part Brazilian, part Russia. And
wait, does Mutante
he make a math where he make a math where like here example. Let's say Putin want to take over 4 countries, and then he want to take over another 3 countries. How many more countries Putin have? And then he say, Putin have every country you want, not 7.
Wow. Yeah, it's not complicated math, but it's math that is functional and you apply it to everyday life and it just makes sense. I like it. I'll have to say I'm a fan. By the way, we've gotten off track already. I want your perspective on this, Dmitry. So I really want to nail this down. I want to hear your ideas on, you got to be kidding me, 101 sex jokes. All right. So knock, Dmitry.
Well, one sec. Dmitry, don't you get involved in calculating oligarch tax returns with your Russian math? You want to talk a little bit about that?
Here's another Russian math. So Putin goes to Trump and he say, "Hey Trump, do you have apartment for like some of my gangster friend?" And Trump like, "Yeah, man, I got lots of apartment." And so like maybe 5 guys, maybe 6 guys, and then they make the money, they wash the money. Russian math happening at Trump place.
Okay. Yeah, I like how all this, I think there's more words than numbers in these math problems that you're saying. I like that. I like how it's application. Because when I was like in calculus or whatever math class, it was always like the train, train A starts at 5 p.m., train B, and it was a little too much for me.
I think the difference is in American math, the answer is what they want it to be. But in Russian math, the answer is what you want it to be.
Wow.
It's like, where does the power lie,
Yeah.
I honestly think Putin would love this podcast.
Mikhail Mutante, one time he said, math is just a really, really strong opinion.
Hey, hold on. Oh my God. Oh, wow. Did you see this news? It just came in. Mikhail Mutante died.
Yes.
Oh my. Oh my God. I am so sorry. Wow. How do you feel? Should we memorialize him? Should we talk about him?
Yes.
Maybe share.
Someday.
We'll
do it.
Share
Too close right now.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I was gonna ask you to share an anecdote or like a fun time you had with Mikhail.
I'll share an anecdote.
Okay, Dmitry, go ahead, share.
So there was this time where I'm with Mikhail Mutante,
Rest in peace.
And he says, let me show you some really cool math. So he gave me a cigarette, and then I give him a cigarette, and then we'll smoke the cigarette. And then he said, no more cigarette. And I was like, yeah, man, no more cigarette.
Well, you know,
and then we both quit smoking.
That is a powerful, and he was always like that. From what I've read, I only read his obituary right now, but from what I read, he was always like that. He's willing to share. He's willing to put the maths and have. Oh wait, hold on, I got another. Oh wow, actually, he's not dead. The Independent Press is actually reporting that he's alive. He's just in the gulags. Putin is yeah, he's captured. He's not officially dead.
Sometimes people end up in gulag, maybe 10 years. Not that big a deal. I mean, you're not a real Russian unless you spend at least 10 years in gulag.
Have you spent any years in the gulag?
Oh, God. That's why I came to America. They make me go to gulag in Russia, and I was like, no, I'm going to make a Russian school math in America, in San Fernando Valley, a lot of Russia in San Fernando Valley, and they need a Russian math.
So is this like a work release program? Like instead of going to gulags, you have to come here and teach math?
That's right. So They trained me for Snowden. So like there's this guy, I guess he hacked a computer or something. I don't know. But they say, we'll give you Russian math guy. You give us computer hacker guy. And it's a fair deal. And I guess that's what happened.
I hear some computers in the background there. Are you messing around with some computers? I heard some beeping. What's going on there?
Computations of Russian math never stop. There's always like, well, if Putin talked to Duterte in Philippines and they say, we want to blow stuff up, how many explosive they need? That's what the computer does.
That's some high-powered computers. I'm always impressed by computers. I know this is probably obvious for a lot of people who have, internet and that sort of thing. But, the amount of computing power in your phone, that took the Americans to the moon. That's how we landed on the moon first. That's how sorry to say, we were number one in that one. Sorry, Dmitry.
Yeah, that was a tough blow. I don't really like to talk about that one. Okay. But when I do, I usually have a beer and a cigarette because it is very difficult for Russia. When we think about losing to America, it just makes me really kind of sick. And I don't want Russia to ever lose those one. Yeah. But sometimes now I'm in America. And I think, maybe America, it's okay. A lot of pretty girl, that neat. But there's like no more. I guess they make people go to space sometimes now, but not really.
Well, okay, we won't talk about that. Let's get to our topic of the day. How about that? Because we haven't discussed that. Let's talk about you gotta be kidding me.
In Russia, they make food sometimes where you eat it.
Yeah.
And they call one last Russian math. So if you make a borscht and then you combine with the stroganoff, you get a broganov. And I always thought that was funny.
No, that's a knee slapper. But hey, listen, I just got another update. It's actually about Mikhail Mutante. He's not going to gulags. Actually, he just appeared on the cement. He was actually thrown out of a 40-story hospital building. So I'm so sorry to say that once again he is dead, Michael Mutante. So We should probably...
It was probably Brazilians. That seems like a Brazilian kind of way. Because, like, you know, Putin, he throw him in gulag or maybe give him a little poison, make him go, and then he die.
Yeah.
Off a building, out of helicopter, that's more Brazilian. So I think that's who was responsible.
I just got a weird request for a paint job.
What is that?
It's hard to read. It's in Portuguese, but it says I'm to go to Russia and paint the floor numbers of a 40-story building on each floor on the outside of the building.
What?
39, 38, 37, yeah. But using the Brazilian number.
I don't even get that. That's crazy. It must relate to Michael Mutante.
I think it's related.
I don't know.
That sounds like a good tribute to a very strong math man.
You know, you mentioned something earlier. Let's get off Michael Mutante, but by the way, rest in peace. He was a great guy. You mentioned something about all the girls are flocking to you, and I know we don't have video. There's a podcast, but I'm saying you are a looker, Dmitry. You got some strong muscles. You're wearing a tank top. You're showing off your tats. You have numbers all over your arms. You got one special lady for you there.
I can't just choose one lady. There's so many lady here. And I go to them and I drive by and I'm like, hey! And then they always look.
And that's how you pick up chicks? Like, that's...
Wow. Yeah, I'm driving and I'm in my Trans Am and I say them and I'm like, hey! And then they're like, and they look and they know.
Let's see. I think... you had this in your resume when you sent it to us to be on the show, that you have a fun Russian math factoid with basically any number. So let's actually go through a few of these because I kind of don't believe you, but Delilah was like, hey, this guy, he knows his stuff. So throw out a number for him, Delilah, and why don't you tell us some fun Russian
7.
math. 7, ooh.
7 is number of years left for tundra in Siberia to stay frozen, then sorry, everybody dead.
All right, you heard it here first. Tundra, you got 7 years and that's it. How about this one? 325.
325 is the amount of girlfriend of Putin. Nobody knows this except for Russian math.
That sounds about right, though. I knew it was going to be, more than 4, but less than 500.
He needs one for every day of year, but then sometime you need a break.
Yeah, there's
40 days.
Yeah,
maybe about that seemed about right to me.
It's like a month and a half. Sometimes your dick has to chill a little bit.
You need a break.
Okay. Oh, speaking of your dick has to chill, let's talk about our topic of the day because it is you gotta be kidding me. 101 sex jokes. So all right. Why did the tortoise? What?
You're not going to ask him about your favorite number?
I see where you're going. I am going to ask about my favorite number. Here we go. Pi.
Oh boy.
Pi. 3.1415.
Oh. First problem with pi is they named it after food. And it's such a ridiculous number because one thing is very delectable.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
It tastes good.
I agree.
The other thing, it goes on. And then there's the people, they're like, oh, I know 5 digits of pi. I know 9 digits of pi. And then it just goes on forever.
See, that's why I like pi is I think that, people should be more encouraged about numbers. They should make them fun. Like, 777 should not just be 777. It should be called, hazelnut chocolate cake. People would like it.
Pi is the Chinese water torture of numbers.
That's true. Listen, we've strayed way too far from the topic. Let's get to, oh my God. I just got another text. It's actually, holy shit. It's actually from Mikhail Mutante. He's asking for our help. He's asking. He's fleeing Moscow right now. All right, listen. I'm so sorry. We're gonna have to cut this interview short. I'm so sorry, Dmitry.
Mikhail, send the message.
Okay.
I'm coming for you, Mikhail.
Okay, we're coming.
Don't be scared.
Don't be scared. Should I send him a secret number?
Yes. Tell him that I live in the 818 now, and it's not so bad here. Reseda Encino Math School. He knows.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you so much for being on the show. That's it for the Sexperts. I am your host, Dr. John T. Alanese, SCPM.
And I'm Delilah Hayter. And
I'm Dmitry.
Thank you, Dmitry. Okay. Well, that's it for the Sexperts. See you sex time.
It's simply true. We're the Sexperts.
That's our show. If you like what you heard and you think it was worth $1, join the official Sexperts fan club at patreon.com/Sexperts podcast. A special thanks to the Push Comedy Theater and all of our supporters. Bye-bye.